All right.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girls, Miss B and Keita. And it's a lovely day out here in the A. Miss B, how you doing?
Hi, I'm cooling. It's warm up here. It's sunny. It's my birthday month. It's April.
Like it's her only birthday month. We
I
Right.
mean,
kind of
yours is
like
over. Look, yours passed. Now I got look. Now I got.
mine's the whole month. I gotta celebrate the whole entire month.
I know, but your whole birthday was last Monday, so my whole birthday coming up next Monday. So I'm just saying,
Oh my gosh.
you
That's
can, you can,
terrible.
yeah, you can celebrate the whole month too. But since we, shouted you out, I want my shout out. Gosh, but go ahead.
Oh, OMG. But anyway, Miss B birthday coming up April 15th, tax day. I hope y'all get them taxes done. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's time. Get it. I got mine done yesterday, so yeah.
I'm late. I normally get mine back in February, but sister just did them last week. So yeah.
Right. So today, guys, we have a special guest. We have Corey Thomas here with us, sitting there with the 415. What's up, Corey?
Hey, how you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Our pleasure, our pleasure, our pleasure.
And can I just add that my birthday was Sunday.
Yes,
So,
Aries, baby.
And even though hours have passed, we rocking.
Y'all
So
not about
we
to
get to
double
go to
team
April
me today.
30th.
You ain't about to double team me today, but that's fine. I can hold it down by myself. But happy birthday to you. Happy belated. I know we had wished you one on on the phone 5. But again, Aries Nation, April is lit.
All day.
All these dominant characters in one space.
I'm just saying. Too much leadership.
Right.
Control. Mm-hmm.
You stupid. Exactly. It's exactly what's happening.
That's
But
it.
yeah. So we have Corey here because Corey had written a book called Baby Steps to Living Your Best Life, and he's living his best life.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. You feel me?
Hey.
So yes. So before we get into that, I'm still a little heartbroken. I'm still a little upset. And
Why? Because you wasn't in the book?
no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about what happened last weekend
Okay.
with Nipsey. Even though I didn't follow his music, I did follow what he was doing in his community.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, this one just feels so different. Like something is off. Like the energy as a whole is just off.
I think it's a lot of people. I think he really did hit a lot of people's lives. People who didn't like you, didn't know him, didn't listen to his music, didn't follow, his hustle. But I don't know. Something about that, just being shot in front of your own business when you were actually like giving back. I think that's what rang that bell off in a lot of people.
Right.
I think that's why it's hitting home like that.
Yeah. If I can add, it's a tragedy. I really wasn't a big follower of his music, but the movement I actually was. And what he was able to accomplish with buying. I mean, he started out with like a flea market type of setup in that plaza.
Right.
And then to go to owning the whole plaza and giving back to his community, and then to, it's unfortunate because, we call keeping it real and sometimes we can't be in the same community anymore. But I would also like to highlight, there's a lot of Nipseys in New York, Nipseys in Atlanta and home where I'm from in Philly and Jersey. And so I encourage people to, support them and that movement because, those are they're the Harriet Tubmans. They're in the underground right now. They're making it happen for us, by us, FUBU.
Yeah.
And we don't, we look at them like, oh, that's just, brother so and so. But we need to show the love, and encourage so we can duplicate that process.
That's a good point. Because it's like a lot of people said, yeah, he was gone today. People gonna forget about him, but I mean, it's been like a week now. People still talking about it. But I know, was it K Michelle? She was out there going crazy on her Instagram, talking out the side of her mouth or whatever. Like, I'm so tired of that. But it's just like, what are you going to do? How are you going to use your platform to help to make a difference? It's just like, yeah, we can all sit here and say how pissed off we are about it because it is an effed up situation. But what can we do? Like Corey said, there are people underground now, like other Nipseys in the world doing stuff. So it's like everybody got to do something. It's rough. Just looking at the whole, like with Lauren London, what's she gonna do? His kids. Like when he had that meeting with LAPD or whatever, they still went ahead and had that meeting, which is pretty cool and dope. But what else?
My thing is, I just hope that his brother, his dad, Lauren, everybody that was close to him keep what he had going. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hope. And then I hope that just a miracle could happen, and the gangs in LA could come together and do, even though they're coming together now, they're showing unity now, but let's keep it going. Don't just, do it because Nipsey died.
Right.
Let's keep doing something, because, the gangs really started because the separation of the Black Panther movement, and the Black Panther movement helped Black communities. They started the WIC program. Like, let's go. We need to get that back. That's the thing. So.
Yeah. Man. It's just like the fact that we was talking about holistic health on the last episode and Dr. CB came up in the conversation. And when we finished, that was like a dope episode. If y'all didn't listen, go ahead, listen. Episode 51, holistic coaching, check that out. But right after we finished, because we had like a full-blown like conversation on, what a holistic coach is, all that type of stuff. But when we ended, it was just like hit out, on Twitter that he got shot. Then his images, his videos, like him laid out, and then he was gone. But it's just like we just was talking about this, so it just made it even more crazier. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah, it just seems like our episodes are coming aligned, because now we have Corey's book, Living Your Best Life, which is crazy. Like everything is coming like aligned with everything that's happening right now in the world, which is crazy.
One of the chapters in my book is entitled Health is Wealth. And it doesn't necessarily deal with you wanting to maybe get a six-pack, because that's not for everybody. I would love to have one, but I know it's never going to happen. However, it is about living a healthier lifestyle.
Right.
And, eating better, making better choices, exercise. And you have to sweat. Like if you're not sweating, diet can only do so much.
That is so funny, because I just was watching something last night, or maybe it was on Instagram, one of them, I don't know. And they were like, what you mean you're not sweating? How you working out, you're not sweating? I mean, there were times when I wasn't sweating, but I know I was tired. I know I was working hard. Maybe I just don't sweat. I don't know. I don't know.
That used to happen to me a lot. I used to work out, do like 30, 40 minutes on the treadmill or the elliptical, and I would not sweat.
Well, I mean, some people don't. I'm not a big sweater. However, you perspired.
Right.
But the purpose of it is getting your heart rate up. So I'm not a doctor by any means, but one thing I believe is the heart is almost like the cleanse of the body. So once you get that heart pumping, it's now cleaning your blood. It's like, that's just my own thing. Don't think I'm crazy, but I feel like whenever you're working out and you're moving and your heart is pumping, it's filtering that blood. It's taking out all the bad stuff and giving you good stuff. And so I'm a proponent of that. I've had a weight loss journey. In the process of all of this, my total weight loss is about 60 pounds.
You better come on.
I mean, this episode is definitely on track. It's like a continuation of last week. This is it.
So, once again, I'm not anybody. I don't feel as though like I'm an expert in anything. I'm just a regular person doing the day-to-day like everybody else. It's just that, I have a story and I felt like sharing it would possibly help others.
Right. We appreciate that. Yeah, it's like I just started getting back in the gym. I think it's been about a month and a week maybe. And I come from like running track. I ran track in high school, junior high. That's all I knew. Cheerleading, that kind of stuff. And I just stopped, working out for a while. I was like, man, I'm good. I'm slim. I don't need to. I'm good. Whatever. I'm not gaining weight. It's cool. I want to gain weight, but it's not working. But after a while, like after years started rolling past and I started getting up in them 30s, I was like, okay, well, I can't get up 10 stairs. What's happening?
Mm.
Why am I winded by just going up 2 flights of stairs? That's crazy. It's like people like who see me in the gym, they're like, you won. You won. Why? Because I'm slim? I mean, who's to say my heart is good?
Right.
Our bones could be really stiff because I'm not moving. I'm just sitting down all day at work, sitting down when I get home, eating whatever, so I'm just trying to do better so I can be better and I can live better, the whole better situation. So, yeah.
Better.
You don't got to be in the gym to exercise.
You sure don't. Honey.
Okay. If you want to run down your own stairs up and down, fine, do that. If you want to walk around your block, go ahead and do that.
So can I ask you, did you already read the book? Because it definitely says that in there.
No. Because no, Keita didn't share anything with me.
How you just gonna put me on blast?
I mean, hey, like I asked her, I was like, do you have the book? She's like, no. I was like, why you don't have the book?
So what happened was,
so we have to get you back.
I'm a one-man operation right now. And
okay, hey, nothing wrong with that.
Thankfully, I was blessed, and I had a lot of orders go out over these last 2 weeks.
Nice. So, congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm doing them all myself.
Whoop, whoop.
So when I got to Marquita's, I was like, well, I'm going to see her on Sunday. If I drop it in the mail now, she may not have it.
Right.
So
look at her over here, like, see.
So I didn't drop it in the mail. But now let's go back. So just to talk a little bit, the first chapter of my book is called Stop Being a Consumer. And it deals with money management. And that is the reason why in chapter 2, Health is Wealth, it talks about not necessarily joining the gym because you may not have those resources. We might need to be able to put that $20 a month, that $30 a month towards a bill, towards some debt. But, here in Atlanta, I joined a run club called Movers and Pacers.
I've heard of that.
Met twice a week. And that is how I was able to, start my weight loss journey. And then when I wasn't with them, I'm now trying to train myself so that I can run a marathon, a 5K, a 10K.
Go ahead. I can't do that long distance stuff now.
But, from parking your car just for further spot away from the grocery store or in the mall, getting those extra steps in. I keep a jump rope in my book bag. I carry a book bag with me. My son plays basketball, so I always have to have like athletic stuff. But while he's practicing, I'm jumping rope. And people,
I know that's right.
I was like, I'm crazy, but I'm not trying to go out of here earlier than I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Got that right.
That's a move right there.
The jump rope costs $5. So you can save money and be healthy. $5.
And it's working your whole body.
Right.
That is correct.
All at one time. So why not do it? I'm pretty sure they got it at Dollar Tree. Come on now, it might break, but it's gonna work.
Boy, you go hit that thing, snap.
Right. Like, dang, what the? Okay. But yeah, like, that's the only way to do it. Like, a lot of people always have an excuse, right? I can't go to the gym, it costs too much. Oh, you know what? I can't park further out. I'm too tired. But you're gonna walk around Walmart.
Right.
Let me tell you, I told somebody, even though my workout game is very minimal, I told somebody that one day, I was like, I hate going to the gym. Only because if I go to the gym, I know I can walk out at any time. Like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm going home. Bye. So I was telling them, I was like, I like to walk outside better than walking on the treadmill at the gym, because if I get all the way down the street, I have no choice but to walk back home.
That is correct.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like either you're going to do it, either way, you're going to get these steps in regardless. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. The gym, I hate it. I really do. Only thing I like about the gym is the pool and the sauna. That's it.
Well, I mean, there's people who love to dance, right? So that's cardio right there.
That is correct.
There's so many different paths that you can take, So I know I was that one. I don't like the gym. I hate the gym. Because everybody looking at me, oh, why you here? I'm trying to get muscle gain. That's it. I'm not trying to be doing all this extra stuff. No, muscle gain. But just go out and do it.
Why didn't you dancing for some time?
Right.
Yes, I was doing some African dances. Yes.
Let's clear that up.
Yes.
This is Atlanta.
Magic City. No.
Oh man.
No. I wasn't getting them thousands of dollars a night. No.
Ah. Well, I got 50.
Actually, there was a studio. Well, there is a studio right next to the job, right? And they had an African dance instructor come in, and I was able to learn some of the dances. And I got mad because they canceled his class because there weren't enough people coming to his class. So that was the only class I wanted to take. So I stopped going.
Okay.
I shouldn't have stopped going, but
how many people were coming to the class?
it was just like for like two. The first 2 times I went, it was just me, and then maybe another girl showed up. That was it. So I mean, I can understand why they would do it, but I'm like, dang, it was right there. It was convenient. It was like Monday, class started at 7. I was getting off at 6 o'clock. I'm like, well, shoot, I could just stay right here, go over here, and I'm good.
Well, sidebar, y'all can cut this. I'm sorry. I have a friend that just opened up a studio close to 6200, and it's an event space. So he talked about having people come in there and do workout sessions and that kind of thing. So we may be able to plug your guy.
Shout him out.
Yeah.
Shout him out right now.
I would, but I can't pronounce his name.
Uh-oh.
But yeah.
Yeah. That'd be dope. Hey, because I was trying to get my little Congolese dancing on, you know what I'm saying? Getting the hip. I was getting the hip motion. I was like, yeah.
She thought she was in Wakanda.
I thought I was in Wakanda. Yeah, y'all look now. I'm ready for the first boat to say, hey, Wakanda, we taking passengers to Wakanda. I'm coming. Let's go.
Yeah. But you know what it is? When you look at how gym membership is, I guess, in place or whatever, and you look at the pricing. But when you look at the dancing, it's different because they need someone to teach it, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why it costs way more. Now, if they had a situation where it was a dance studio and they can make it to be just like the gym, $35 a month, for some there's 20, but maybe 45 would do it. I think a lot of people would be, more apt to do it. But since you have to pay almost 30, 40 a class, that's when it becomes a little bit too much. But you can do both. You can have your gym session, and then you can have your dance session, to kind of break up your workout throughout the week. But the way the pricing plans are on gym versus dance, that's probably why they had to shut it down, because he wasn't making anything.
Right.
If one person was coming. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand it, but, I'm going to find me another class.
Start your own.
I'm going to get these Wakanda dances down.
All right.
Come on, YouTube.
Right.
But wait, so how do you know Corey? Because we didn't do this, part. How long have you known him?
Well, I'm not going to disclose the company's name, but yes.
I didn't say you had to.
I know that. I'm just saying. Just want to put that. We're not going to disclose the name, but, we worked together at the company. I actually supported Corey in the best way I could.
Yeah, that's correct.
And that was like 2014, 17. I don't know. 3 years.
Yeah, something like that.
About 3 years.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would come in the building. I think I would talk crap. No, I didn't talk crap. I didn't talk too much crap.
I know I talk crap, but she's a big personality, and we hit it off from the gate. And then once we found out that our birthdays were a day apart,
mm-hmm.
that was all she wrote. She kind of became my my work side piece, because I had a work wife. But she filled in. So
okay, come on back up.
Had to do with the wife what they're doing.
come on back up.
Oh, man.
Go on and kill it.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
But so when I first started to get to know Marquita, I actually had a brick and mortar business.
Okay.
It was called Boardwalk Cafe, which, you being from New York, accent, we sold what we call in Philly water ice, but Italian ice.
Okay.
Not the syrup, but it's actually made through like ice cream is made. So I had a shop, and she showed me love on the virgin as well as the alcoholic tip, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
And And then after that, our relationship just grew, and she supported me, and I definitely appreciate the opportunity to be here and on your platform. And anything that I can do to assist you guys, I will as well.
Yeah. Look, I hit him up as soon as I see him posting the picture about the water. What can I get it today?
Yeah, key to support now. Key will support. That's what's up.
Look, if I don't do nothing else, at least you know that.
Yeah. I just wish I was in the A, man. I miss it.
Do you?
I do. I just don't miss the traffic, but I do miss being down there. You know, a lot of people having their own businesses, being entrepreneurs. Like, it's harder up here to do that. You have a lot more support down there because everyone's like, oh, I got somebody. Oh, I got a friend. and everybody come together. Whereas here, it's like competition. And we're not even in the same lane, but it's still a competition. Mm-hmm. So it's just hard.
And that's one of the things that drew me to Atlanta. I actually love it here. Coming here, I worked in the business sector. And the greatest thing for me was I was dealing with businesses on a day-to-day basis who owned it and looked like me. Mm-hmm. And so they had the Benzes and the houses and the cars, and they had everything. And it wasn't because they were an athlete or because they was a musician. It was because they used their brain. Mm-hmm. And, I remember meeting this old man who he probably had like 100 properties, buildings, and he got a little office in the west end of Atlanta, man. And he wasn't too smart on technology. However, he was able to accomplish that. That's a big feat. I currently own 3 properties, and I struggle with that. Mm-hmm. I can only imagine 100, but man, it's awesome. Another brother owns an ADT, like alarm system. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. And I didn't know it's called System 5, but driving around Atlanta, I would see it everywhere. McDonald's, I would see it at bowling alleys. And then one day I had a chance to meet with him, and I'm like, wait a minute, brother got this? Like, that's awesome. That's a story.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. That's why we wanted to start our podcast. We really wanted to shout people out, support, and bring people on there to actually, doing big things, in the inner city. Because a lot of people are not, they don't know about these people. It's like, it's not even about just celebrities. It's like, we want to be able to reach, those people.
Exactly.
That's the thing. But I had like a side hustle as a runway coach, tried that here. And, in the beginning, you want to just kind of get out there and kind of volunteer where you can, going in schools, junior high, after school programs, churches, that kind of thing. And then after you kind of get, your feet wet, you kind of now want to move into okay, this is what I want to do. Now you want to try to make this a whole business, start charging fees and all that type of stuff. But the minute you start to, let people know this is going to be the fee, people start to unplug, disconnect, because they don't want to pay. And that was one of the reasons why I was like, I got to move away from it, because I got to eat. Even though I have my 9 to 5, I still can't be out here just doing this for free, because it's a lot of work trying to deal with personalities, trying to deal with people who can't even walk in heels, trying to deal with, putting together different choreography for a runway show. You know how big that is, working with, different fashion coaches and everybody. So it's just it's hard, when it comes to the Black culture, they don't want to support. But they will go out to Nike, to all these other businesses and get their money. Go to all these concerts and support there. But you got a friend who's out here starting a nail shop, hair salon, a barbershop, a restaurant, and you gonna ride by. Ain't nobody in there. Won't you be the first one to go in there and support? So yeah, it's rough. But that's why we said we're gonna use our platform to kind of highlight people doing things. So kudos to you, Corey.
Thank you.
Big timer.
Oh, snap. I know him. Wait, did you sign my book? Wait. Can you address it to Ms. V?
OMG.
I'm just saying, he about to take off, man. Just remember.
My handwriting is absolutely terrible.
I mean, most people, it's fine.
That honestly has been the hardest part of signing these books, because I'm not just going to write thank you. I really appreciate it. Maybe once I'm selling 1 million books, then
yeah.
Thank you in my signature. But if I know the person, I'm writing a story. on
Oh,
how they
okay.
inspired me or helped me along the way.
Okay.
Something that I see in them, to help inspire their, living their best life. And so that's why I said I'm a one-man operation, and I haven't gotten all the books out as quick as I wanted to because I have to write a story.
Yeah. I mean, you still got to work, right?
Yeah.
Right. And let me tell you, even with, I can imagine, what you're dealing with as far as having to do everything by yourself. Because even though me and Miss B work together,
Ooh.
this is hard. Like, it's hard. Like, we have to record, then we have to listen over the recording, make sure the edit is right. Make the edit is right, put it out. Then we got to go through all social media platforms, get it together. And then people are like, oh, did you do this? Oh, did you? Oh, God, I forgot. That it's a lot. It's a lot. Even though we have a checks and balances, it's still like, dang.
We worked 7 days last week.
Yes.
And we only getting paid from one job. So it's like, hey, it was a lot. I know I was burned out. That's why Keita didn't call me for the last 5 days. We needed a break. We was talking too much to each other. We need a break.
It's crazy. But my thing is, like I told Ms. B when we first started, we can't not just go to corporate, work 8-10 hours, and then come home and not work on our stuff, because that makes no sense. If we want this thing to get like we want it, we have to put in the work. We got to put in hard work, even though we may be up to 12 o'clock at night. We may call each other, hey, something's wrong. Something went wrong.
That's always on my end, but go ahead.
No, but it's like we have to do it. It has to be done, because guess what? At the end of the day, this is our child, and we want to see it grow. So
that's it. Your day's like, oh my gosh,
it's like sometimes
I'm late.
Right, and
I'm
sometimes
tired.
Like, can we get an intern? Can we get an assistant or something?
I get it. And one key thing that you said, I share on my page at Your Best Lives on Instagram if you want to follow me. One of the posts I put is, let your career fund your dreams.
Yeah.
So as she said, there's no reason why I'm going to go work 8 to 10 hours, clocking in, and then I'm not going to work on something for me. Because at the end of the day, we can't give that job to our children.
Right.
Exactly.
But if the 415 podcast becomes the next Shade Room or the next E-News, then y'all can pass that down.
You better speak it into existence.
I come from a marketing background, and the fun thing about my background is that I got to work with a lot of different artists, from Jay-Z, Gabrielle Union. I mean, the list goes on, right? But I know people, radio was tied to that. And I know people that started in situations just like this, who now either have a national radio show or they're on a show like, what's it called? The Six? Oh,
okay.
Is that what it's called? The Six?
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Which is based off of New York Times. So many people have taken or started, from a meager place like this and was able to, blow up and take it to the next level.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So how are you, putting yourself out there? Are you just using your social media streams? Are you like, people who you see in the mall or, wherever? Like, what are you doing to?
So for this book project right now, I'm solely doing the marketing myself from a social media standpoint. However, this is the pre-ordered book. Okay. I'm still waiting on my barcode so that I can sell nationally.
Gotcha.
And once that book comes out, it'll be basically the same book, but if there's any edits that need to be fixed in this book, will be done. Then I'll have a publicist and help me, spread my wings.
Hey, Jade.
Right. Right. We had the publicist on a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Jade, co-worker. So yeah.
That's pretty dope. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like for us, I think we had, started out with the logo, trying to get that right. Then we got some t-shirts and we got some bags. Then we got the business cards. And my thing with business cards is I feel like people just throw them out. I feel like you spend this money, you invest in that, and you give them to people and it goes right in the trash. So it's like, I've been very selective. Well, who I'm throwing them out to because, it's us. It's our logo, and we wanted to just, people to take it seriously. So I just been like kind of looking at people because I have to ride the trains and, the MTA in the city every day. So I'm just like trying to find a way to like throw them out there. But
what I mean, it's New York, so what I would suggest is maybe getting some stickers.
Yeah.
And you can just leave your sticker in your seat
on the subway.
Mm-hmm.
On the subway.
Yeah, it's true.
Or on the steps.
Yep.
Like throughout. And it just kind of is what it is.
It's true.
I mean, obviously not 10 in a row because you don't want the
right.
people to come
Right.
But, periodically, and people be like, 415, I've seen it somewhere. I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because a lot of people are not familiar with podcasts, which is still shocking to me because it is like the next wave after radio. Because I hear like radio is going to die down soon, and people are going to kind of like go back to podcasting because it was a thing, a couple years back.
Yes.
But now it's super booming. So now everybody has a podcast. That's the term that everyone's using. Everybody has one, but it's not the same lane. Like everyone's talking about different things.
Exactly.
There's some people who have like true crime. Like people actually want to talk about crime on their podcast. People want to talk about sewing, health, happiness, wealth, whatever. So it's like so many different, areas that people can kind of podcast on. But for us, it's like you tell your friends, support, listen. Nobody listen.
No. People listen.
Creeping.
It's the people that you don't know that are listening.
Yeah. So one thing, I mean, I would say, I'm hoping that my family and my friends are going to tune in to listen to this podcast because I'm going to be sharing it. I have had overwhelming support right now from friends and family, which is rare.
Right.
Because the people that support you most are the people that don't know you. When I had my shop, I mean, I knew Marquita from work. However, we weren't like friends like we are now.
Right.
But the people that came to support my business was people that, it's like, man, they came from the Run Club. Or, they see, you know what I mean? And it's like, you kind of have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because your friends and family, they're going to support once they see you winning. And then you just got to, give them the side eye and keep them to,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just unfortunately how it is for us.
And that's funny because, even when you first open the store, and I'd be like, oh, they'd be like, where you get that from? Or what you talking about to Corey about? I'm like, his store. You haven't been to his store yet? You didn't, it's right there. You didn't go? Oh no. Oh, okay.
Right. It was 10 minutes from the job.
I'm like, okay, but and I was trying to get there almost every Saturday. get my water ice and whatever else in my cotton candy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was trying to get it all.
And I was at work, I was very popular. I was a top salesperson.
Mm-hmm. Oh snap.
So, people in my face all day.
Exactly.
But they still, didn't necessarily come to 10 minutes away and, necessarily support. So that unfortunately goes with the territory.
Yeah. I have to get used to it.
Yeah.
But
you continue to do you because it's not about them. Mm-mm. It's about you.
Yeah.
Part of one of the many chapters in my book is called Faith. And it says that you have to have enough faith for everybody in your crew. Because, your project, you got to believe more than anybody else.
Sure.
And if you have that faith, that belief that, you're going to be all right and you have enough for the people that's going to help you, whether it's your interns, your staff, people that's going to help promote it, you have to have enough of that for you to allow you to walk on that water.
Right. So walk us through how this book came about. Like, what happened that you decided, like, I need to write a book?
It was like, ding. I'm going to write a book on that.
Did you have a dream? Because everybody got a dream. But, like, how did this idea come about?
So two parts. I'm going to try to keep it short. So my godfather, who wrote the foreword in this book, I met him when I was maybe 11 or 12 years old. My parents were going through a divorce. Mm-hmm. I was somehow shipped to go live with my grandmother. And I had to start school. And we're going downtown to get some clothes for school. And she got me like 3 pair of sweatpants. And I got some shoes from like a Walmart. It was called Ames or Bradley's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bradley's.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Brian. my eyes out. Like, I'm 12 years old. I'm going into the 7th grade, and I'm going to school with some rags.
Right.
And this man stopped me. His name is Hassan. And he knew me. He knew my family. I just didn't know who he was. He was like, why are you crying? I was like, I ain't got no school clothes. He was like, I ain't going to buy you no school clothes, but I will get you a haircut. He said, come to the barbershop and get your haircut. So I've done that, and was going to see him. I started, when I come, I would sweep up a little bit. He would give me a couple of dollars to, you know, keep me out of trouble. And then he opened his own salon, and he came and got me, said, I want to put you to work. And he always talked about his book. Like, he was always giving gems and knowledge in the barbershop.
Right.
Like, I'm putting that in my book. I'm putting that in book. So at an early age, I was already thinking about, man, you know, I need to have a book. Now I have fast forward to about 10 years ago. I have a life coach who, when I tell you, this lady is so prolific, she has spoken with the best of them. However, you wouldn't know because she don't have the money. Like she has spoken with a Minister Farrakhan, or like she has spoken on that level. Like, she shows up and they will give her the mic. Wow. And she has been speaking life into me and vice versa. And so she always says she's putting down, you know, the bishop just wrote a new book. I need to put my book together. I said, you know what? I'm going to put my book together. And so I was in the Bahamas. And I took my kids to the Bahamas, and I was there. It was around New Year's of 2017, I want to say. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to write my book. I'm going to put it together. And at the time, this was before the song was out, and, you know, Living My Best Life by Lil Duval. So, you know, and I just came up with some ideas that I felt like I needed to share. And the first thing was stop being a consumer. And it's because we, especially us people that look like this, you know, we got Gucci, Louis, we got bags, we got the latest Jordans. Y'all talked about it earlier, Nike, and, you know, all this stuff. We don't have $1,000 to cover an emergency in our savings.
All right.
It's true.
And so I know that everyone's idea of living their best life is different. However, the principles that I put in place here, I think will help you. One, because money doesn't solve everything, but money makes things a lot easier.
Sure.
We never learned money management. We never learned how to save. And so we go into our retirement years, and we living off of whatever we, you know, accumulated from the government. That's not living your best life.
Nah.
You know, waiting on someone else. You know, I'm here to make my destiny. And so that, if you read the book, that is the most passionate chapter for me, is the money management. It talks about, I started working in corporate America. I left college to work in corporate America because I was, the first time I interviewed for the job, they overlooked me because I was still going to school. And so the next time they gave me opportunity, I dropped out. Eventually they go back, they paid for it.
Nice.
But when I got there, I was making good money.
Right.
And I was doing the marketing stuff that I told you guys about. So I'm making good money, and I'm just blowing it as fast as I get it. So I have nothing to show for it.
Right.
Not even a decent.
Yeah. Trying to make up for what you didn't have.
He was living his best life.
Exactly. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. And then
who are the Joneses?
Whoever they are. Eventually, the good and the bad is, and she hears it is what it is. So my son's mom, Corey Jr.'s mom, she was terrible at money management.
Right.
So I kind of had to do it for both of us, because I can't deal with just putting something on the bill or the lights going out or anything like that.
Right.
So it forced me. And one of the gems in the book, and I encourage you guys to get it, and you can get it from teamthomasbooks.com, spelled just like it sounds. But it talks about creating different bank accounts via direct deposit without access to the money. So no debit card. So you have a savings account, you have a bill account, you have your daily expenditures account, you have your vacation, your savings, your retirement account, that kind of thing. And so the money is there in event of emergency. However, you got to write a check on it, or you got to go to the bank. But if it's accessible to you via a card, you see it and you'll spend it. But if you don't see it, you know, sometimes you look back like, wait a minute, I got $1,800 in this account. Like, I'm doing good. I'm proud of myself.
Right.
And so that's kind of how it started for me. And that was one of the gems that I shared in the book, because I feel like we do so bad with money management. And not just Nike and Gucci, but Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, you know, Popeyes every day, like that's $6, $7, $8 a day. You know, that's $40 a week.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just at work. You might come home and spend another $8 or $10. So if you're spending $20 a day over a series of a month,
and that's in Georgia,
$600.
Double that for New York.
Now check this: if you saved $400 a month for 20 years with 7% interest, that's $500,000. $500,000. But
I think we all blew $1 million easy.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. Definitely. And you look at other communities.
Oh yeah, they work together.
Exactly. They're working together. They're saving their money. They're saving their resources. They're not working at nobody's job.
No.
They're owners and not loaners. And that's what I want for my people.
Right.
And the crazy thing about the book is people that pretty much got it together are going to buy my book and read it, and maybe not find maybe one or two gems in there for them. It's for the people that don't read. So I have to figure out a way to get it to them, because that's where it's going to have the most impact.
Right. That makes sense. And it's funny that you talked about, you know, managing your money, because that was like episode, I want to say like in the single digits, like 5 or 6 or something like that. And I said the exact same thing. I was like, you know, I had an account where I didn't have access to it. And if I really needed it, I had to wait 2 to 3 business days for it to transfer over to my main account. So, you know, a lot of people didn't know about an online bank account. It's a real thing. Like, get into it. I have so many different bank accounts because I don't want to have all my money funneling through the same account. So it's like you got to put money everywhere.
That is correct.
You know? Some people just believe in this whole mattress living. I said, look, if your house go on fire, like, what's going to happen? It's going to burn up. You're not getting no interest on it. Go ahead and put it in the bank. There's interest at the bank. But if you need to put like $20 in the, you know, under your pillow or something like that, fine. But like, don't keep all your money all in one place.
Exactly.
So I have a quick question.
What's the
question? So when it comes to money management and teaching our generation, the generation that's coming behind us on how to manage money, what do you think is a perfect age for your child to leave the house? To help them, because I think in our community we look at it like, oh, when you 18, you're out, you're done. Like, do you feel like, not saying that you should have your child in the house, your kid should be staying in the house until they're like, you know, 40, 50 years old, unless it's a circumstance where they need to be home, like they're helping the parent out, helping, you know, bills out, but
or they have a disability,
right? But like, should your child be able to stay home to save money, to get on their feet? That way they're not struggling when they're getting out on their own.
Man, that's such a loaded question. I have an 18-year-old who's in college, and Corey Jr., and I love my son to death. But there's times where there's like these personality clashes. And it's like, man, I don't want you in my house, but at the same time, I know
that's the Aries in you.
I know that, you know, it's best. So I think that one we have to humble ourselves. Humility is everything. So humility will make it okay for you to bring your lunch to work when everyone else is eating out.
Come on, brown bag.
Humility will make you be able to say, you know, bro, I'm going to stay home when everyone else is going to go turn up, because I want to save these coins.
Because I'm going to travel.
But humility will also help you deal with your loved ones so that you can foster that type of relationship to where you can be like other communities. And the kid move out at 35, not 35, the kid move out 26, 27 years old after he finished college with 20, 30, 50, 60, $100,000. I mean, I've known some coworkers who moved out of their parents' house and bought a house cash. Meanwhile, us, including myself, like, I didn't have that luxury.
Nope.
But I knew what I wanted to accomplish. So by 30, I was like, I'm going to buy my first house. And it took me to 32, and I got my first house. But now at 44, I have 3.
You 44 off now?
Yeah, I'm a little old.
Obama.
Come on, black don't crack. Go ahead.
Exactly. I'm in my Obama years.
Okay. I'll take that
His
look.
first golden years.
Yes. So we definitely need to do a better job. But I think it almost like we got to start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So any of the parents that are listening now, you want to groom your kids in humility.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also remain humble as well, because yes, they are going to be 18 and 19 and they're going to want to go out and do stuff.
Right.
But you want to instill in them a level of respect so that, everyone's in the loop, and so that y'all can maintain house norms without it being, chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For the benefit of them being able to save money and before they move out, so that they have a nest egg, so that they have, something to start with.
Right. See, I thought Keita was going in this direction, the question I'm about to ask. How soon should parents teach their children about money management? Because I'm thinking 2 years old, okay? When you start saying, I want this.
Exactly. At that age. I mean, what I would suggest would be whether they're getting an allowance or whatever, you show them, okay, this is what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And if you spend this is what you have left.
Right.
But also making sure that anytime they get something that they know they're going to put 10, 20, 15%, whatever that number is, away towards saving. So that they get in the habit, no matter what it is. They got $1, you know what, I'm going to put 10 cents in my savings. And I can, spend this 90 or whatever it is. So that they get in the habit of saving money.
True.
It's never too early. Because children, I mean, you think about it, and this is a little bit off topic, but we eat based off of what we learned when we was kids.
Mm-hmm. Just said that.
So at 40 years old, I still have those same habits.
Right.
So that I had when I was 3. So the same thing applies.
Right.
So it's never too soon.
Yeah.
Right.
I think, in my household, I believe I had an allowance, but it wasn't always consistent. But there are other, people who grew up and there was no allowance. You get when you get it, or you may see your uncle so-and-so and they may drop you a couple of dollars. You can go to the store. But I was always the cheapest person. I would never spend mine. If you said you're going to take me somewhere, okay, I'll never say I got money. Like, ever. And my mom to this day calls me a black Jew. She's like, you hold money like nothing. So that's why I don't have a problem with money management, because I've been doing it for so long. I started working at 13, so I knew.
I have a similar story. Now I will spend money from time to time, but I'm very frugal. My book talks about living below your means. So if there's a part in there where you can write all your bills down, and if you're not making enough, then we got to spend less, or we got to get a side hustle and make more.
Come on now.
But you have to get into a place to where you're putting money up for tomorrow.
But I don't make enough. How do I save if I don't make enough?
So we have to figure that out. We have to put down all your bills. So I don't want to tell nobody's business. So let me just get a little abstract here. So if you look at all your bills and you're in an apartment, or you're in a house, wherever you're living at, it's like, okay, well, I don't make enough to save. Well, let's figure out where you're spending your money.
Exactly.
Because maybe the cable doesn't need to be on. Maybe I have to live with a Boost or a Cricket for a short period of time and not AT&T or Verizon.
Okay.
I'm going to pack my lunch every day.
Hello.
Because right now we don't have money to save, but we eating out.
Right.
And those behaviors, I do apologize. There's always money. Those behaviors will, reveal themselves and allow you to show you that, $50, $60, $70 a month, whether that you're blowing.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
It's
and if we figured it all out and you're not making enough, then we have to see what spare time you have, what your gifts are. So whether you're going to drive Uber, or whether you're going to have a bake sale or a yard sale or a flea market, or you can draw and you can make personal business cards. We're going to figure out what your hustle is so that we can supplement your income.
Right. Yeah. I think a lot of people probably scared of the word budget.
Mm.
That child, when you put everything in front of you, and it's like that's the scary part when you start breaking everything down and you're looking at it. Like I remember going over my budget with Miss B. What was it last year?
Mm-hmm.
And I went over my budget, and I'm like, Lord, I can see.
Realize.
Like I can see. No, but my thing is, I can see if I was the type that go out buy $300 purses, $300 pair of shoes,
right?
You know, just buying clothes, buying shoes, purses, but stuff I don't need, and that's where my money was going. No, it's not. I would go to Walmart real quick and get a $7 purse and rock it like that's the baddest thing I've had all year. I hate spending money. I hate shopping. So
you gotta curve that thinking. You can't say hate all the time.
I don't. Well, okay. I don't like the process of shopping.
There you go.
Going through the stores trying to find something. I have one track mind. If I don't see whatever's in my head I don't see, I'm walking out the store. Me. But I don't. My spending habits were probably just based on eating out, and I will treat myself to my nails and feet because that was my treat for me. But other than that, I'm looking at my stuff like, yo, where's my? I'm in the Pope house, Lord. What is going on? Ooh,
Keita got something to teach me because I don't know how to pamper myself. Nails, no, I'm good. Feet, when I'm going somewhere.
And the only reason why I do that because I could do my own hair. So if I could do my own hair, that takes one out. That takes one expense out. So I really don't have to go to the salon unless I need to. That's where if I'm going to get my hair colored or cut because I'm not cutting my hair. No,
right?
No, unless I'm doing a big chop. But my feet and my nails, I feel like that's time because you need your me time.
Yes.
And that's my me time. If I'm getting my nails done once a month, okay, I'll go and get feet and nails done once a month, and then the next month I'll go back. But it's not an excessive thing. Like I'm spending $100 on feet and nails. No, absolutely not. But probably within the next week, I'm gonna revisit my budget again because I'm like, there are things I haven't done that I want to do, and I'm tired of being behind on, not saying with bills, but being behind in life and not being able to do some stuff that I want because my budget is not where I want it to be.
Right.
So,
is there a worksheet in your book, Corey?
There is a worksheet in my book.
Okay.
And it tells you to write down all your expenses.
All right.
It's right here.
And then it talks about paying down any debts, working off any credit card debt, that kind of thing. As well as saving for your emergency fund, 6 to 9 months of your annual salary.
People say 3 months.
As well as a vacation fund.
Okay.
And in the book, it talks about like when you first start, it may take 6 months, but for 6 months, like no eating out unless somebody else is paying for it.
Hello.
No buying lunch at work. You just got to pack it, and you'll see those savings.
That's what I did for like every job I've had. Till I got to this job, I'm like, I'm done bringing lunch. Like I'm in a good spot. I'm cool. My job has every, free lunch Fridays, every Friday, which is soon about to be like on pause because summertime coming. But I'm at that point, like I done did it all. I done saved everything. I'm good. I have savings here. I have this. Now I just want to enjoy, but I can't even do that. Because I'm still like, no, I got a budget. I don't need the budget. I done did that already. So you got a page in there that says, go ahead and spend.
So the thing is this, right? And yes, you can spend, but I will say, still be mindful of what you're throwing away.
Right.
Because, it's like, where could that money go? I don't know if you have kids, but maybe that's their college. Or maybe that's my dream home. Or maybe in 10 years, I mean, how many stories have you read of somebody saying, you know what? Me and my husband decided to quit our job. We living in a trailer and we traveling the country.
Because they got money in the bank.
Because they saved all their money for a certain amount of time. And now they're just living off the land.
Now that's something I would.
So
Get to that level.
Travel all day. That's what's up.
you will never have enough money.
You're right.
So I would say be mindful of that. One, because it's always not the healthiest. And two, is because that money could be better spent on your dream. Whether it be a studio, maybe you can put together sessions. So that, maybe once every 6 weeks you have a class for, how to walk the runway.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna revisit that because that was like my baby. Because I don't have kids, but that was like my baby. I remember shutting it down. Keita looked at me like, I don't think you should. I don't think you should just shut it down and just throw it away like that. But with us having a 415 podcast, I think it kind of now made me rethink a lot of stuff. Having like all these guests come on and them going for their dreams. Even if it's not going the way they want it to go, they are still pushing through. So yeah, this is good. Because that studio does sound good. It would have to be in Atlanta though.
Now
Come on.
I told her, because we was discussing a few things, and I told her what last week, because she was trying to make decisions on things, and I was like, look, listen, I know with her, spending money is like, even though she may have it, spending money is not something she likes to do. She don't want to spend no money. She'll wait till the last minute to spend money if she had to. So I had to tell her, I was like, listen, if you want to do this, you have all your bills paid off. You don't have any kids. If you're not looking to buy a house right now, that's fine. But we know you budget your money. If you want to do this big purchase or this purchase that you want to make, go ahead and do it. If it's in the monthly expense of how you want to spend your money.
Yeah.
So I was just not saying and trying to encourage her to spend her money like, oh girl, you got it, so go
on come
your
on
life. But it was more so of you have everything else in order. I could see if she was doing some other crazy stuff, and I'm like, girl, are you crazy?
Yes.
You already got this going on. Right. You want to put this on top of it? No, ma'am, that's not gonna work. Please, no. Yes. But because I know she has everything in order, it's okay to go ahead and make this purchase.
And that's the thing. So I talk about spending. I said that's the most passionate part of the book for me. But it's nothing wrong with having Nikes or a Gucci bag. I have a Gucci loafers. I have a Gucci belt.
Right.
But that shouldn't be everything. And if you spend that and you don't got nothing left, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
So yes, you want to live, you want to enjoy your life. So it's okay to have nice things.
Right.
But there's a process. Like I shouldn't be. Usually, the poorest people have the most. Like there's a meme, and it's like I want to say it's Bill Gates. It may be Warren Buffett. There's not a Gucci belt in sight.
No, they shop at Walmart.
These people are billionaires.
Oh yeah,
and frugal,
and they're
jeans.
Exactly. And so that's the thing. So you want to get to a place where you're comfortable financially to where you can make those purchases and then not hurt you.
Right.
Yes, you should have nice things. Yes, you should, represent yourself accordingly. However, it shouldn't be to the detriment of your future, your savings, your retirement, that kind of thing.
Like, but don't spend $500 on Beyonce tickets and your rent due next week. Right. I still don't get why people do that. Like, I would love to go see a Beyonce concert. Well, I would love to, but I'm not about to spend. I'm not about to spend $1,000 to go see her, and I know my rent and my car note and them lights are due. That is crazy. We're not doing that. I don't care if I did have the money in the bank, like on standby. I'm still not going to spend $1,000. That's a trip. I could be on somebody's beach sipping pina coladas or something.
Right.
That's where my money goes.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you will find that experiences last a whole lot longer than sneakers, than a bag. I mean, I look back at some of the stuff that I may have bought in my younger years and I'm like, where's this stuff? Right. I don't even know where it's at anymore.
At the thrift store.
However, when I took Jaden to the Bahamas, he's gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
Yeah. I remember when I went there, 2012.
So, experiences are a lot better than material
it's
items.
true. Yeah, but like the way we, some of us, I don't want to just say it's black people because I feel like a lot of other cultures are the same. Like they want to get out there and get the nicest things, but it's like the way you grew up. My parents, we always had a lot of sneakers. I was able to have brand new sneakers every other week. So that's what I'm used to. To have, I never wear the same shoe every day. So in my now years, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to wear the same shoe every day. I'm not wearing the same coat. I'm not wearing the same outfit in the same month. That's just how it is for me because of how I grew up, having multiple. But you got a budget.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the budget is necessary in order for you to be able to do that. But
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. I will be going on my trip this year. I don't know.
Hello.
I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
You got to put it out there.
If I could,
Yep.
I would just go to the Caribbeans.
Okay.
Like the Caribbeans.
Where? Because there's so many.
Oh gosh.
Jamaica, where you going? Bahamas cheap.
Bahamas. Do the Bahamas. The Bahamas. Just
That's a good weekend. That's a good weekend trip.
And then I can go to what's Aruba next?
So.
Ooh, I'm scared to go there.
And I'm not sure what chapter this is covered in, whether it's setting goals or planning for success.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I met this woman when I was in the process of writing this book, and she had two hats on. I was in the insurance office.
Right.
She had on two like wool hats, and I'm like, that's weird. Why do you have on two hats? And she was like, it's really cool in my job. So
like she had two positions. Like she had. That's what I was thinking. He was like, no, she literally had on two hats.
He was like, she's called him. And I'm like, where you work at? She was like, I work at a chicken processing plant. She was in the freezer. And she was like, it's just some little job, I ain't trying to plan on being there long or whatever. I was like, so, where you plan on being at in 5 years or 10 years? And she was like, I don't know. So I do know I want to buy a house. I was like, all right, well, let's look at what it takes to buy a house.
Whew.
I said, first, we need some money. So we got to figure out, and this is all in the book too. So you need to know how much money you need to put down.
Whew.
You need to know where your credit is.
Hello.
And if you have bad credit or some things on your credit, you need to clear that off. You're going to have to pay for that all. And so let's reverse engineer this. So you want to go to the Bahamas. Okay, cool. The Bahamas is going to cost us $800. Well, it's we got 8 months left in this year. So if I save $100 a month, by December, I'll have $800 to pay for me to go to the Bahamas.
$25 up.
Right.
Come on now.
So just back into what it is that you want to accomplish. If I want to go to school, okay, let's find some schools. How much it costs? What can I do? And basically, if you back into any of the things that you're trying to accomplish, it's going to make it easier.
Yep.
Once again, it's called baby steps because you can't just jump in and just take those baby steps into accomplishing it. And once you start getting stuff done, once you start working out and you start seeing that shirt is fitting bigger, it's like, oh, okay,
right,
okay, you know what I'm saying?
You've been in the mirror like,
and it encourages you to keep going.
That's true.
And you said it right there, baby steps. Because I know I went into it before a couple years ago thinking, oh man, I got to save all this money up at one time. And it's like, no, you can just do $5, $10. And I'm like, no, I need to start off big so it could be big. And I'm like,
I've been telling her this for how long?
No, don't set yourself up for failure because you like, I need to lose 30 pounds in a month. That's not going to happen.
Right.
And then if you only lose 10, it's like, F this diet. I'm just going to eat what I want and be happy. However, if you would have, baby stepped it, you'd have been able to walk into your, into your destiny.
5 pounds. Come on now.
Right.
Hey,
it's crazy.
Yes, Corey over here.
It's baby steps, honey. Baby steps is the key. Baby steps.
Right, it's baby steps.
Look, don't be trying to run.
This child, I can't run.
Well, some kids don't walk before
they done passed out around here. I can't breathe.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you gotta walk before you can run.
Hello now.
You are right about that. And I'm a swift walker now.
Look, don't be skipping steps neither. You can't do that. Do the order. Be ordered. Right. Corey, where can people find you?
I'm sorry?
Where can people find you?
Where can people find me? So my personal page is at Corey D.A. Pixman, CoreyDapixman. And the books page is at Your Best Life, URBESTLIFE. Is it lives or life?
Lives.
At your Best Lives, LIVES. And that's on That's on Instagram. And yeah, that's Instagram. And Facebook is Baby Steps to Living Your Best Life.
All right, that's it. Y'all need to get out here and get this here book, okay? For real.
Yes.
Because he living his best life.
Your knowledge. There's a lot of takeaways, you know. There's a lot of takeaways from this conversation.
Thank you. Once again, I don't find myself to be a guru. Like you've hit it on a lot of the things. She's hit it on a lot of things. It's like having them in one place and being able to say, you know what, I can do this is going to make the difference. I'm not a millionaire. I'm far from it. However, I'm just better at management. Yeah. And I've learned through the years things that we weren't necessarily taught in our communities.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, you know, like just being that one to start it.
That is true.
That's it, because I done helped a lot of family members, but I don't know if it stuck. But I did my part, you know, trying to help people. I've helped people at my job, people who just spend crazy because they don't know. And they're like, I just tried that. Thank you so much. I just gave them like a little Excel spreadsheet with the calculations. This is what just input your numbers. That's it. And it'll calculate for you.
Right.
That's it.
So you didn't give them a fish. You taught them how to fish.
Come on now.
Teach a man how to fish, he'd be a fisherman for life.
They never go hungry.
And another thing, some people don't realize that their banks will, if you're having issues with budgeting and you need to rework a loan or rework a credit card, well, not so much credit card payments, but loans, they will help you.
Yeah, that's if you're not like, in the red.
I encourage in the book to speak with a financial counselor. A lot of times they'll speak to you for free. The initial consult, it's not going to hurt you. It's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But through that discomfort, there's growth.
Hello.
So I encourage you to speak to a financial advisor because that's what they do for a living.
Yeah. They know this stuff. And then don't be trying to tell the people what.
Exactly.
Like, come on now. Just listen. Let them show you.
Right.
That's why you reached out to them.
Exactly.
You need help.
That is true. Very much so.
I've seen so many financial advisors and all of them told me the same thing. You need to spend. Okay. So I need a class to teach me how to spend money. Okay. Because I sit on it.
Because what she going to do? She going to go buy it and take it back to the store. Like, but ma'am, I don't even want it. I don't want it.
You know what it is? It's like, I don't know. Keita and I both are the same. Like we just won't. We don't think we should buy ourselves nice things. We think
you have to treat yourself.
I know it. I'm learning.
I think it's more so the fact that we feel like I need to make sure that my stuff is taken care of. So,
but it is,
and it's taken care of. But it's like, nope. Somebody be like, hey, you want to go somewhere? Let me go check. I got to check something, make sure my stuff is right. Because, I can't, my everything has to be on point. Because if it's not on point, I can't have nobody talking about me. Talking about my stuff is not on point.
Right.
So that's where that comes from. So it's always like, nope, I got to do this. And I will cancel stuff just because I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I got to do this. No one daggone well. I want to go to that trip.
It's okay to sometimes go to the trip, but it's also okay to say no.
How do you say no? How?
Your best life. I was in a barbershop and I was talking to my barber about the book and I was like, the barber next to you decides that he's bringing his lunch every day and now you clowning him like, oh man, you ain't gonna get this Popeyes, you ain't gonna get this Zaxby's. And he's like, look, man, I'm trying to make better decisions, and you clowning him, not realizing that he's on the path to accomplish some things that he set. And so 6 months from now, when he go buy a new car or he does whatever it was, like, see, I was able to do that because I did this.
Right.
And that's what it takes. So it's okay to say no.
Yeah, I need to learn how to say no. I don't know. It's the hardest word. It's only 2 letters.
It's like this. No. Drag it out.
See, mine is no but. I shouldn't have to.
Right.
It just needs to stand as no.
I don't think you need an explanation of why you don't want to do something for somebody. That's our problem. We always feel like we have to give an explanation. I can't do this because I have to. That's like even when you're taking a day off of work, you telling your boss, I need to take a day off because I gotta. Why am I telling you want to take a day off? It's my damn day. I'm taking it off.
Right.
Or it's like you'll say no, but then the person's like, but why? Or why you can't? Or why?
Right. It's the Aries in us.
You feel like you obligated to now tell people?
It, we want to be loved,
Mm.
and I think I want to pour into people, but just sometimes you can't. So we buffer it with that. That's why, and maybe that's the baby steps that we got to take to get them to understand. That's the mashed potatoes for them, and not the meat. Like, look, I can't. I just bought a new car, or I can't because whatever A, B, and C. It's to keep them around because we want to pour into them. However, there's times where we just can't, and it's okay.
Well, they don't make it seem like it's okay, but it's about to be okay. Because I'm going to say no.
I'm going to be okay.
We be singing on here.
Exactly.
You know how it is. Like.
And for the record, I do subscribe. I get an alert every Wednesday once it drops.
Yes, we appreciate you, Corey.
Hey, listen, I have a shirt from one of my friends from Philadelphia. He lives here. And it just says, support your friends. That's all it says on it. And everywhere I go with it, people be like, where you get that shirt from? And I tell them. But that's important.
Yeah.
Very much so.
You have to support your friends.
I'm going to take that tip, get them stickers, because I sure am about to stick on the wall.
Yeah.
Sure am.
It's enough stickers already on the sub.
Right.
I ain't even.
Just add to it.
Look, I can take mine a little 5 points.
Yep,
hello.
You really can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the next thing. Now let me write that down. Stickers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work. Cause and then just being in different events, like you said, May 4th. I have to look into that. I might just have to take that Thursday and Friday and just call it a week off. I mean, I get unlimited vacation.
Okay.
And just unlimited vacation.
I need it this week. I ain't lying. Ugh. It's been a lot, so I might just mess around and just do it because I still got that credit to get a flight out there. So that might be a good look too to have both of us there.
Yeah.
It's a couple panelists that you guys will be able to interview as well, and just let you get a drop from them or get a little bit of footage.
True.
To help grow your brand.
Come on.
And for those who don't know what we're talking about ministry.
Relationship
panel,
which will be May 4th in the city of Atlanta.
Woohoo!
Yes. And that is what Chanel Scott and is that both of them?
Yes.
Chanel Scott and Josh Powell. Josh Powell,
NBA, 2-time NBA champion. Josh Powell.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm about to put them days in tomorrow then.
Mm-hmm. So we will be there supporting ministry and the relationship status.
That's always a good convo. Yeah. But Corey, again, we appreciate you coming on. Appreciate me getting to sign book. Can't wait to meet you in person.
Yes.
You'll have to come back again.
Yes.
Because we want to have our own little relationship we're talking, so.
Not a problem. I would definitely love to come back anytime. I'll say this. The challenge, the call to action that I put out this week was, as I said, a lot of people do not have $1,000 savings account for an emergency.
Yes, it's true.
Now, I want all of my friends and family to have $1,000 saved by 12/31/2019.
Hello.
8 months. That's $125 tucked away. So that at the end of the year, you have $1,000, not for vacation, not to go turn up with, to have a savings account in the event of an emergency.
Right.
Condition go, breakdown, whatever. Yep. And that's just a start. And once you put that money away, we can start on other things. But that's my call to action. I want to see all my people, because the U.S. Census states, not the census, studies show that only 40% of the U.S. has $1,000 right now today to take care of an emergency. 40%. And that hits our community a lot harder.
It sure does. Resources.
So, call to action. $1,000 by Happy New Year.
1,000.
And also, on top, well, not saying also on top of your $1,000, but some of us do not have a bank account. They're using rush cards. Yeah, it's all cool and dandy, but have a bank account, savings account, checking account. There's so many credit unions that you can, join.
So some people may not have a bank account because they don't know any better.
Get a credit union.
And some maybe because they messed up and they can't get a bank account. So let's reverse engineer that thing. Let's get a list. Let's pull your credit report. Let's get a list. Let's see what banks we owe.
Yeah.
And we're going to pay them off so that we can have a bank account, so that we can start doing things normally. I work downtown right now in Atlanta, and I work across the street from the post office. And on the 3rd of the month, they have what they call the money order line. I'll tell you, the money order line.
Serious.
Yes. You would think that they was giving something away.
Right.
And I'm thinking, why? Like, honestly, I don't even write checks anymore.
Nope.
But if I need to, I can write a check. I'm not getting a money order.
Right.
To pay my bills. But we have to do better, and it just starts there. So
you add up all the fees on that.
A bank account, let's get one. And if you can't get one, let's figure out why, and let's work that out.
And if you can't get, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then see, now I forgot my train of thought. At the end of the day, we're gonna take some steps to change steps today so that we can change our tomorrow.
Word. And if you can't get a bank account, try the credit union.
Yes.
They will help you. Okay? They will help you. There are no shareholders at the credit union. It's all about the members.
All right.
That's it. But
I'm a credit union member.
Yes.
I love my bank. My credit union, not my bank. It's totally different.
Yes. So different. But again, it's your girls, Miss B and Keita of the 415 podcast with our special guest, Mr. Corey Thomas, who has a new book out, Baby Steps to Living Your Best Life. Go out there. Find it. He said it's on teamthomasbooks.com. Go out there. Support. Till next time. It's your girls, Miss B and Keita. You can find us on Google Play, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube. You want to shout us a holla, hit us up on email, 415pod@gmail.com, and on Instagram, the 415pod. All right. Peace.
Peace.